I mean, if nothing else, then we can at least go for challenges at some point, but just keeping in mind that there are more than a few achievements that I should be getting before going for the quote-unquote harder ones, but first we'll hit quick play, and then to kind of decide from there as we get into it. Though Cult, all perks, random item, Koji, and because we're on all perks, unfortunately, as much as I would like to do Outdoorsman, maybe we can, depends on my RNG, but we'll see what happens. Takshi-san, second Mystery Light, Strength, second Encounter, and maybe Knowledge, but for now we won't reroll. We can definitely go for a lot of other achievements, but again, it'll depend on my RNG as well. So it's RNG. I don't want to rely on, you know, affecting my own RNG, but I also don't want to remove RNG completely, even though more than enough RNG exists in this game already, to my liking, but more objectively speaking, to get away from my opinion, it's still kind of an unfair point, especially if you can reroll, but I'm not allowing myself to reroll, so, you know, Arms, Recluse, Festival, Bulletin, and Flood. That's a bit of a doohickey. We'll do Bulletin first, and I guess we'll move on from here. But more than a few of the achievements are going to rely on spells. One of them is going to rely on the character I'm playing. I think another one is going to rely on the character I'm playing. But for the moment, we can be perfectly fine. I forgot to enable History Club for some reason, because I keep thinking that the default loadout that I've set for the Harbinger Horror series has the History Club. Now, I don't want to take the Carpenter Hammer just for the sake of not dying, so instead what we're going to do is equip the Monkey Wrench, and I guess if we're not going for the Outdoorsman achievement, or the achievement that requires the Outdoorsman perk as I roll a 12 to start, nice, and then Pain, Forest Hospital, and I have Flood, I also have some School, and I'm just going to do School. School is usually the safer pick, unless you see specifically Botanist, Bulletin, one of the two of Botanist, Bulletin, and Footage. But since I know I don't have Footage, and I'm pretty sure I don't have Bulletin, and I'm pretty sure I don't have Botanist, then yeah, we're just going to set the School. Still, though, we are in a bit of a pickle, because we have to investigate the forest twice, but we also have to be prepared enough for Flood. And I'll decide what I can and can't do. I could have gone for the Neighbor achievement, but I don't think I've set that setting yet, so Thotu, right? Yeah, that's why he's doing 4 all damage. I forgot to set the camera as well, but it's not like it matters much if I'm going to prep strong anyway. Otherwise, I can just run. We do have Flood, but it's like -4 all. Yeah, well, leveling up is nice. And probably would be much preferred. We're not going to do that. So, just making sure I visited the forest twice. I don't even remember what my first forest investigation was. But as I cough off of a muted mic, we'll use up some funds and move on. In a weird, indirect way, just to speak on that for a moment. If for nothing else, I can, still be informational during this video, if no achievements are acquired, is that in that previous event where I spent 1 fund to and that's all that happened, since Koji has the film roll, effectively, I've lost 10 experience there, but if I were to flip that around and look for, not a shining or light in the darkness, but more than a few events are likely to remove funds during your playthrough, which means you do need all the funds you can get. Still, though, yeah, this is nice. Will I hit it is the question. Will I hit it twice? So, 90% twice. 81%, I should feel somewhat confident. Losing 3 stamina isn't the best, but we do need to level up. Oh, nice. I did miss a 90%. Well, I guess we'll move on. We have this bottle of water, but we'll drink it later. No reason to drink it if I can even though it's not going to matter. Are we on... Do I want to take these allies? I guess I can go for a thing here, so I'm going to take the allies, get to 49% Doom, and we will see. I might as well put myself in a position to more likely get achievements, and I think the one I'm going for is the one I'm thinking about, sorry, wrong word, thinking about is the Paranoia achievement, where you need to basically get a team kill, and that revolves around getting, requires the Paranoia Curse. And then an ally, obviously, but more importantly, you need the Paranoia Curse, which you just have to hope. You just have to hope. So yeah, I should just take Recluse now. What other achievements can I go for? I really should... Okay, after this video, I should... There's an 80% chance I'll start re-rolling a lot more often, or in the next video at least. More often, I'll see, but... Again, there are only so many quick play... I mean, we're in, what, episode 70 plus by now? I've already said it before, but we've established that my RNG is pretty bad, so... There's no reason to really check anymore, because... Unless I'm going for a streak, which... Our bad luck streak, which I've kind of broken, so... I would rather experience an extreme of successful runs in a row, or not very lucky runs in a row, than give you a mix, because again, at this time, we already know. I don't think I can survive STE, I'll think about it. But I don't know, I don't think we have that many more apartment events anyway. Yeah, we have Festival, Flood, Recluse, and then our last mystery I think is in town. That's the only... thing I can foresee. Also 8 reason damage because it's O2. But I could have drank the bottle of water and thrown it, but even though it is reason, and I'm scared about losing reason and time skip, but we should be fine. And I would, again, if we're fighting STE, I don't think we'll have enough HP. If we're not fighting STE, then... Wow, these are really bad perk loadouts. I guess I'll just take... I want to reroll, but our Doom's already high enough as it is, so we're not going to do that. Instead, we are going to do anything else. You know, Outdoorsman would have been fine. I'll think about it. Instead, though, we do need to take Flood immediately. We are in a Thotu. And boy, the damage increases are very, very painful. I will just do a 2-turn here. That's pretty good. Also, we have a base. We have a prep strong for 18 damage. That's very good. But we're in Flood, and Flood is about the consistency of a longer encounter. As those who've seen know, but if you don't know, then just know I have to chew through about 50 plus HP as I roll a 12 on knowledge. Boy. I say I'm not going through a streak of bad luck. At the same time, pain here. So, yeah, we just rest till the end, because 65% Doom already. For better or worse, we already have time skip, but the fact that I have time skip means my Doom is already higher than I want it to be. But, I'm assuming I get to use the Monument twice, so effectively we're at about 60% Doom. Which isn't bad going into your 4th mystery, it's also can be quite dangerous. So, thankfully, the camera is giving me an extra 10% accuracy boost. That does matter over the course of a longer run. Again, I've mentioned it before. For those who don't know, longer encounters, although you don't want to be in them, you do objectively benefit from, you know, small increases here and there, as I could proceed to miss 89 times in a row. And at this point, yeah, we're just going to trade a bunch of stamina off. We have a bunch of stamina, so at least, like, 4 stamina per turn. I'll probably trade, like, 8, really. But we'll see. Never mind, we can just go for this. So, as we do this terrible encounter for me, it's mainly a Thotu that's doing the damage, but that's something else to speak of. I don't think I've really mentioned it before. It's kind of implicit on what I'm saying, based on old gods or whatever. Whoever I'm fighting against as an old god, but yeah, you do have to think about what gods are going... How much damage old gods are going to do to you over the course of the run. Fast forward, by the way. Because it depends on your mystery loadouts as well, but in this sense, a Thotu has essentially done at least, what, 8 plus HP of damage to me? Well, we're including Flood. If we don't include Flood, probably just a little bit, like a few HP, but because, you know, it is a worry to run into the boss of Flood here. I can't risk it. Because at least I can try to fish for something later. But yeah, at this point, essentially, a Thotu has done at least 9 to 10 HP's worth of damage in my mind. If not that, then it's a lot. It's more than you think. Now, could it be worse? Sure. But that's a lot more painful than, say, Ath, we'll just use the easiest example, because, again, if you're not casting any spells, aside from Ath giving you the Glitch Magician, there is some Doom there, but funny enough, I think the Glitch Magician actually does more Doom damage to you than normally you casting spells. But, again, it depends on the situation, still. So again, here, you can treat this like Athotu doing an extra 1 Doom, 2 or 3, depending on if you think bracing would have mattered in a non-Athotu run, but that's what I mean by you have to think about how much HP gods are going to do to you. Again, you don't know for sure because you don't have the power of... Not again, but you don't have the power of premonition, so you can't know what events you're going to run into. So, again, for example, you have Zectast. Zectast is a bit more variable because you don't know how much Doom you're going to be spending, and therefore how high your stats are going to be when you're rolling events, which is what Zectast will affect you on. And then outright just 0 statting, but again, that's character dependent, unless Old God well, it is Old God dependent because Zectast does the thing to you, but for example, Athotu on top of Harbinger, on top of 4th Mystery scaling, means we just want to run here. Now, 85% Doom is quite scary, but as long as we have a Town Mystery, we should have an okay chance. It's not impossible to survive here, but boy, is it very improbable. Which is why when we go into arms, I'm going to use the... Never mind, I don't have the monument. I lied. I keep forgetting that, but at the same time, I'm also fishing for achievements. I don't know if I can even fish for any here. So we'll just take 5 stamina damage and move on with life. So the best I could have done there, assuming... I think we could have... Yeah, we could have saved 3 stamina there if I braced. Yeah. Yeah, because what I should have done is this, but I'm a bit sad that I'm not able to get any achievements. If we get Outdoorsman here, we'll fish for it, but instead, yeah, as I said, all perks, if nothing else, I mean, I don't mind a video like this where it's very unlikely for me to get an achievement, unless there is one available. Again, I'm sure people will yell at me in the comments section, but until that happens, yeah, I don't mind a video here and there where it's just unlikely for me to get an achievement. And if nothing else, the bottom line are the asterisk small statements under the signature, under the bottom line, is that, boy, does it, I mean, you know, if you're trying to quote-unquote legit get some of these achievements, it's not going to happen. So this should be like 13 into 13 or something like that, yeah. So because, yeah, if you're trying to play quote-unquote naturally, I mean, we could... No, can we humor SCE? Let's find out. Because we'd have to rest, and I don't think I have the Doom for that anyway, it's what I'm trying to say. I mean, if I'm going to survive the run, I might as well just... Well, we'll see. So, yeah, this is not great. I can't even run, really. So instead, I think we'll just throw a Hail Mary here. Nah, never mind. This is guaranteed. If nothing else, bracing here is gonna give me more reason, but I think if STE is not bugged, because I swear the last time I tried STE was a thing, but never mind, we're at the end of the mystery, so I guess we will unlock nothing. Again, I don't mind a run like this, because what I've been trying to say for the past 2-3 minutes is that, yeah, there's some RNG involved in getting achievements, which means you do need to essentially purposely, you know, look for achievements yourself. And yes, you're not normally supposed to look for achievements on Harbinger, or it's ill-advised, but I mean, I'm here doing the best I can. Takushi-san, second. So if I end up dying here, I guess I just die. I can film roll, but why? To level up, sure, but let's see if the game is trolling me. Okay, no, it's not. What I was gonna say is that, yeah, if the game could have been trolling me by giving me Outdoorsman here, but it didn't. I can also toss these allies at Takushi-san. Does this count for... No, our stats, no. Only when you let go of your allies normally. I could probably one-shot Takushi-san here, but let's just be fancy and do the handcuff play as we move on. I do need to get my second mystery or my second encounter right to have a chance at surviving. So, yeah, Recluse. Again, second mystery is always usually the easier one for me. You're less likely to forget your second mystery than your second encounter. But my second encounter might be... roommate anyway. But let's just be sure, because I know I visited the village a lot. It wasn't the Dream Eater. Was it? Might have actually been the Cult Delinquent. Yeah, it was, because I fought the Dream Eater first. So, yeah, we didn't achieve anything this run, but if nothing else... Yeah, I'll go over it really quickly, but if you're happy with the video, you know how to support me or not support me. Otherwise, yeah, a lot of these to kind of explain to those who don't know why it's a bit of a not a hassle, but you need to basically not cheat either. You can cheat, and the way to cheat is basically to just give. So you could just for this one, you could just make a custom character that has a ritual robe and the Karakasa mask. For this one, you could give yourself both sources of light. You could give yourself the third eye spell and the glass eye. You can give yourself 2 books and hope for the library notes, or reroll runs till you get the library notes. Just play on Cultist. You know, you can hedge your bets here. You can give yourself the Outdoorsman perk and then walk into the forest. You get the whole point of this. You get everything about this. Although, really, I should be focusing on this achievement. So maybe, yeah, next video, I think after this run, I will try to remember to pick my run, basically, because at this point, quick play is already a thing. I'll try to randomize things as much as possible, but future Jordan will decide that when it happens. So without further ado, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!